So the Premier League looking to vote on November the 21st, deciding whether to ban loan moves for players that obviously play for associated clubs. So here's the main example. It's because Newcastle, obviously Tonali is now suspended for 10 months. The rumours, the inevitable rumours, are that he'll be replaced by Ruben Neves of Al Ahly, who is, of course, owned by Newcastle's owners. And the Premier League, other clubs, are crying about it, saying, nah, let's get this banned rapid. It's not fair. Let's not forget Man City done it with Frank Lampard when he signed for New York City. Let's not forget that loads of clubs do it. Chelsea, they've now loaned loads of players to the team in France. I can't remember who it is now. Strasbourg, I think. It happens. You can't. Watford used to always buy or loan players from their teams that are owned by the same owners. There's the Italian team. I think it was, I can't remember who the Italian team was. But anyway, either way, the other Premier League clubs need to stop crying. And they shouldn't, they're saying, it'll be temporary until we come up with a longer term solution. That's not fair on Newcastle, to be fair, because their owners, there's no sporting integrity being questioned because they don't play in the same leagues or even continents. You have teams like Girona and Man City owned by the same owners that are on the same continent, and I bet if they both qualify for the Champions League, they'll both be allowed in it, like Leipzig and Salzburg. So you can't start doing this. The fairest way to do it is just make sure that they don't get around FFP. So make them responsible for all his wages, which Ruben Neves, I'd be shocked if he weren't on more than all the Newcastle players. Then that hits them fair then. Make a loan fee for it, or I don't know, just as long as they're not cheating the financials, it don't matter, does it? You know, like, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I predicted that Neves would end up at Newcastle, whether it be a couple of years down the line for a good price. Didn't think on loan, but yeah, there's just nothing wrong with it, I don't think. As long as the financial responsibilities are put on Newcastle. That's my take on this one. And as you can see, Neves' salary at Al Hilal, 300 grand a week, and a Premier League team, I mean, you can read, would have to pay double just to match it because they don't get taxed in Saudi Arabia. So if he does go on loan to Newcastle, I mean, they'd have to be responsible for all his wages, like I say, to make it fair on FFP. None of their players are on 300 grand a week. So he's going in as the highest earning player in the squad. And I just think if he does, they should just have to pay it. But he's also taken a loss then because he'll be back in England. So we'll be getting taxed on it for half. So then I'm guessing Newcastle or their owners will also have to compensate that fact. Don't know what that is. Not fully sure. But either way, as long as that 300 grand a week goes on Newcastle's books, see no issue, because that will detriment them signing in the future. Or it will definitely restrict what they can do with other signings. So I'm all for it if it's going to be like that, to be honest.